What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, tonight we've got day 3. Here we go. The test match is finally starting to give us something to talk about. It's giving us a chance, the slightest minimalist, I don't know English, the tiniest chance, that's better, we might get a result. You know, other than a draw, we might actually get a win for one of these teams. Now, it's looking rough because we're not getting the full overs in a day done. You know, the lighting's an issue, and rain is obviously still an issue. Fingers crossed for day 4, there is 0 rain. Fingers crossed for the rest of the match. If you're someone who prays, I want you to say a quick prayer right now. Unfortunately, you know, I don't pray, but in my heart, I am. So if that's your go, please tell me you are praying for for no rain for the rest of the match. Because we need a result, and we could get a result from this match. There is definitely a big possibility. Now, here's something. I'm going to be honest. It's the only way India can win this game is if, you know, on day 4, India take 8 wickets in 1.5, 2 sessions. Like, they need, if India want any chance at you know, winning, they have to completely dismantle New Zealand's bowling lineup. Otherwise, if New Zealand just start ticking the runs along, let's say they get to 3 for 280, they declare at 300 and something runs, you know, the game's obviously over for India, and it'll be right in New Zealand's grasp to try and win, and it'll be India's job to try and hold on. So, really interesting stuff going on in the test match. There's plenty to talk about, so let's just jump straight into it. The end of India's first innings. Where were they? They were like, these were out. So Kohli went out. Obviously, Kyle Jamieson. I mean, what the fuck can you do about Kyle Jamieson? He's having the best career game of his life. You know, it was a great delivery to Virat Kohli. Swung back in late. And it, you know, trapped him in front. There's not a lot Kohli could do about it. It was good to see King Kohli, you know, put on 44 runs, but unfortunately just couldn't make an impact on day 3. Unfortunate for the old Virat. Ajinkya Rahane, again, a 49, 1 off of 50. That one's got to sting a little bit for Rahane because I think that 50 would have just given him so much more confidence. You know, 1 run. It's unfortunate. And you look at this. Look at how many deliveries Kohli and Rahane had to play for their runs. 132 and 117. They never have to play like that. It's this pitch that is forcing them to do that. Rishabh Pant. Rishabh, you have a big fan base. Rishabh Pant is probably the most favoured, you know, the favourite Indian batsman in the team. Like, he's the favourite. If you went around and asked Australian cricket fans who their player for India was or is currently, it's easily this man. I was watching a video the other day, like where this guy goes around Australian streets and he asks Australians, who do you think's going to win? Who will win player of the game? And everyone's like, Rishabh Pant, Rishabh Pant. Rishabh Pant's going to carry India to victory. Like, he's a wicket keeper and he bats at fucking number 6. Like, he's not that big of a chance to win them the game off his own bat. But that's how much we respect him here. But unfortunately, he hit a boundary, looked good, and then his patience just fucking went into thin air. You know, it just disappeared. So Rishabh, mate, that shot was very poor. I, in fact, tweeted about the shot as soon as it happened. If you aren't following me on Twitter, it's where I, you know, live tweet when I'm watching and talk about the current day's play. So if you're interested in that and you want to talk along with me, go over there. But hey, not a good shot, Rishabh. It was full of the length. You had to leave it. If this is a test match, you were not under any pressure. The ball was clearly not going to swing back in. Yeah, disappointing from Rishabh. Jadeja, he was the last man to go out. You know, he clipped down the leg side, unfortunate. Ashwin, nice little 22. Sharma for Bumrah. Got a beautiful delivery from Jamieson. And Mohammad Shami not out for 4. So, we have a look at the bowling scorecard. Of course, the main one, Kyle Jamieson bowled amazing. Tim Southey, 1 for 64 off 22. Trent Boult, 2 for 47 off 21. Big Kyle Jamieson, he's proving that the doubt is wrong. Because a lot of people said, don't even play him. I remember there was some late talk, you know, from New Zealand commentators who said maybe they play Mitchell Santner in front of a Kyle Jamieson. But this England pitches suit him so well. The green grass, there's plenty of bounce around. The ball skids across the pitch with all the, you know, the dew that's still around. And he's having a fucking field day out there. And we love Kyle Jamieson over here. We love New Zealand here. You know, I don't care who wins this game. I just want a really... I said it from the start. I just wanted a really, really good game. Unfortunately, day one was washed out. That's annoying, but we are getting a very back and forth test match. Like, if New Zealand lose 1 to 2 wickets on the start of day 4 in the first, few overs, New Zealand automatically take charge. So yeah, exciting. Neil Wagner, he bowled great, 2 for 40 or 15. So that's the really underrated bowling attack in the world. You know, this is probably a top 3 bowling attack comfortably in the world, possibly number 2 or number 1. I mean, everyone goes, Pat Cummins, Mitchell Starc, Josh Hazlewood has to be number 1. No. India, Mohammad Shami, Bumrah, who the fuck else bowls? Ishant Sharma obviously is there. They have another paceman I'm missing. Siraj, who obviously isn't playing, but he's definitely a key core. So, yeah, pretty tough, but let's jump into New Zealand's first innings. Tommy Latham and Devon Conway open up the batting. I mean, it looks promising. Devon Conway looks an absolute fucking player after his double ton against England. And now he comes out with a 54. I mean, he outscored anyone for New Zealand, he outscored anyone from India, so that's always a big credit. Tommy Latham looks good early, but a couple of loose shots from both of them. Found them out. Kane Williamson not out for 12 of 37, and Ross Taylor none for 2, not out. So, I mean, if you're India, the only way you can get yourselves back into this match to even think about the slight possibility of a win is you need to get rid of these two. These are the danger men. These are both of New Zealand's best batsmen. These two can create a partnership for 250 runs in just like that. Ross Taylor will be the anchor. He will face as many deliveries as possible. And Kane Williamson will go about his business. And I think that's the way they'll play it. Henry Nicholls in next. BJ Watling, who is playing the last test matches of his career. Colin de Grandhoe. Kyle Jamieson can throw around the bat as well. So they bat deep. Bowling, Ishant Sharma. He started well. 1 for 19 off 12. Bumrah, none for 34 off 11. Mohammad Shami, the Punjab Kings man. None for 19 off 11. Come on, Shami, you got to step up. Ashwin, of course, we said he was going to play a huge role in the last few days' play. He's already starting to. Those footholes are opening up. But when I was watching, Ashwin didn't really bowl into many of the footholes. Like, he wasn't getting his line and length exactly where he wanted. I mean, he still took the wicket of Tommy Latham. But, he didn't seem he was on track. So if he can get going on day 4, start pitching it into those footholes, those rough patches on the pitch, he's going to have a fucking field day, and so will Jadeja, who, I mean, he doesn't spin the ball a lot, but he's going to place it every time. So, none for 6 off 3 overs for Jadeja. So, hey, exciting stuff. Day 4 starts in, I'm recording this at 1:08 p.m, so starts in about 6 hours. Excited. Day 4, this is what's going to decide the test match. Prayers up for no rain for the next 2 days, because we don't, just fuck the rain. Fuck off rain, okay? Rain, go away, come back another day, Once this test match is over, I don't give a fuck what happens in England. Oh, actually, India play that test series in England. So, actually, if the rain could hold off for another few months while England and India play test matches, that'd be nice as well. But hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think is going to happen on day 4. This is day 4. This is where a test match, you either win it, you can easily win a test match on day 4, and you can just as easily lose it in day 4. So, who's under the pressure? New Zealand. Now, India, you would think, well, they've got a low score. They've only taken 2 wickets. New Zealand's under pressure. They come back out at the start of day 4. And if, I think you probably go with Sharma. And maybe you bowl with Bumrah early, I think. And you bowl some short ones. You put New Zealand under a bit of pressure. You switch back into Jadeja and Ashwin to kind of bowl in tandem. I think New Zealand will have a really rough time. But again, you just got to see what Williamson and Taylor have got to put up. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.